What's up, y'all? My name is Jatyn, also known as the Plant Sorcerer. If you are watching this video, then just know I really appreciate it. This is my very first video on this channel, and on this channel I plan on making a lot of witchy, plant-based YouTube videos, okay? And so today I'm going to be showing off all of my plants. It's about 50 of them. I am a newer plant parent person. I know it doesn't sound like it because I have like 50 plants, but I don't have like hundreds like other people or even millions like other people. So yeah, today I just want to show off all of my plants that I have, and in the future I'm going to be making videos about the witchy properties of certain plants, what is the easiest plants, how to be a green witch, things like that. So if you're really feeling that energy and want to continue watching my videos, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon, comment, like this video, and watch all the way through so that y'all can support me and help me grow my channel as fast as I can, okay? So without further ado, let's get into my first plants. Also, I do have a list of all their scientific names. I'm gonna try my best to say them all right, and we'll see how that goes. So let's get right into this video now. Today we're going to be starting in my bathroom. Yes, I am filming on my iPhone. I don't have a camera or anything professional to film with, but you know, it doesn't matter. This is what I'm filming with, okay? Let's get right into the very first plant that you see whenever you walk in. It is the Asplenium nidus plant, which is also known as the bird's nest fern. I have named this guy Joe, and he is from my grandma. She gave it to me a couple months ago. I have been trying to keep it alive because it was dying at her house, and I'm not sure that this thing is going to survive here. So that is my Asplenium nidus. If we go over here, we've got my next plant. I got this one from Walmart, actually. It is a really pretty plant. I like the variegations on it. I believe that's what they're called. Hopefully that's what they're called. Hopefully I'm not making myself sound stupid. But this is the Monstera stanleyana, also known as the philodendron cobra, and it is a pretty cool plant. It's one of those ones that are going to grow like big vines, and I need to put it into a hanging pot pretty soon. I have named this one Fang because obviously the cobra, and yeah, I just felt like that was a very fitting name, so this one is Fang. Moving over a little bit, we've got this cactus in the bathroom too. It is a Sirius repondus. I will have all the names listed on the screen. So this one is actually a really cool one, okay? My boyfriend's uncle, he passed away, and he used to own a shit ton of cactuses from what I hear, and this is one of them. I used to have a bigger one, but I think I was watering it too much, and I gave it root rot, and so it like fell, and it like busted off this baby. And so this one's name is Willie. It is named after my boyfriend's uncle, and I think it's really cool that it's still alive today. He passed away back in the 90s, so this plant is a very old plant, and I can't wait for it to get big again like the other one was, and I feel so bad for making the first one rot. But I'm happy that it produced this one. The next one that I have is going to be this zebra plant. It's called a Haworthia attenuata. I have named this one Stripes. We got this from a place called Windswept Prairie Plants when it first opened up in our town. It had this like pretty cool flower, and it hasn't flowered since, and that was like a couple years ago, but it does have a bunch of babies on it. So, and a new one right there if you can see. Let me get my finger out of this, making it shadowy. But yeah, that's a new baby, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I love this one. It is a very pretty one. I need to actually repot it very soon, and that's probably what I'm gonna do after this video. My next plant that is sitting on the toilet, because it gets a pretty good amount of light over here, is my Swiss cheese plants, also known as the Monstera adansonii. This one I actually got as a cutting from a plant swap that I went to, and I saw it and I was like, okay, you know what, before anybody else snatches it up, I'm gonna snatch it up. So this one I actually got for free, but if you take a look down here, you can see this one, and there's like this part right here. This plant actually rotted as well and like fell apart, and I just kind of like let it sit there, and then it started to produce these leaves again. So I was like, that's kind of crazy. It's still alive, it's still thriving somehow, which I'm very happy about because I love the way these look when they're like huge. I need to get an actual like pole to stand on. This is just a chopstick. So yeah, that is the little story of this Swiss cheese plant, which I have named Mia, because she was missing in action for a while. So Mia. Now we are in my dining room. I have this golden pothos, also known as an Epiprimnum aureum. I don't know if I said that right, so don't judge me if that was way wrong. I got this one from my Aunt Casey as a gift. I have named it Lilo, and I love that name. This plate is really dirty. That's what I water it with. That's a very dusty plate. Sorry, y'all had to see that. Yeah, I've had this one for a while. There was actually a couple more in here, but I cut them and now I have them sitting in water, and I'll show you guys that later. I have a crystal with this little plant and a pine cone. Don't ask me why I put a pine cone in there. And I have this cool little crystal, and I feel like it gives it some pretty good energy. And that's my little golden pothos. The next one I have is sitting over here. It's called the porcelain flower Hoya carnosa. It is a type of succulent. I think it's a very pretty plant, and it has taken a while to grow because I had it in water for a while as a propagation, but it is finally like starting to grow new leaves like this one. And I know when they get big, they start to produce little flowers that produce sap. I'm not sure if this one has the edible sap though, but I am ready to see it flower one day, and I'm happy that it's still alive. So now we move on to my living room plants. This is my giant plant in the living room right now. It is a Triophilodendron Hope, and its actual scientific name is a Thalmidophyllum bipinnatifidum. And I think this one is really cool. If you take a look on the inside of it, it's actually starting to get some like wood and starting to tree up. So I think that is really cool. Also, sorry if y'all can hear the air conditioner. It is hot here in Texas, so I do have an air conditioner running. But this one has grown so much in the past. The leaves are so big if you look at it compared to my hand. And this one, I can't wait for it to start continuing to tree up. So this one is called Hope. I also got it from Windswept Prairie Plants. My next plant that I have, there's my dog Cessna's. She's chilling, living her best life on the beanbag. The next plant I have to show is my airplane plant, my spider plant. It's just sitting here on my coffee table in my living room. I have so many of these plants actually, and this one is one that I'm going to keep. I'm trying to sell a bunch of them, which I'll show y'all those in a little bit. I'll show y'all the amount that I have from these. So this is, its actual scientific name is called a Chlorophytum comosum, and this one's name is Lucid. I do know that having the spider plants inside the home, I believe, are to bring abundance because they grow very big very quickly and they produce a lot of babies. So that is why they are said to bring abundance into the home, especially if it's in the kitchen, I've heard. I don't know where I heard that from, but I feel like I heard that if you have them in the kitchen, they grow or they bring a lot of abundance into the home. So that is my spider plant, and I love it so much. I'll show y'all. I have more of them in my sunroom, and I'll be showing y'all how big they get and what they look like when they produce babies. The next plant I have is this other corn plant. It is sitting on my subwoofer in my living room, and this one is a Dracena fragrance, and I think it's pretty cool. I honestly forget. No, I remember it was when my boyfriend's mom was in the hospital, and she had received these like as a gift, and her cat was kind of chewing it up. So she gave it to me and was like, can you take care of it? Because she just doesn't want her cat to chew it up anymore. It has honestly taken a while, but it's like really pretty right now that I'm looking at it. Like really pretty, oh my gosh. That's actually such a pretty color. Okay, so I have named this one Gemini because it is 2. And I'm also a Gemini, so that might have been why I named him that. So this one has been in this pot for a pretty long while. It's been in this pot. It's pretty healthy, I guess. So that is my Dracena fragrance. Next, we move to my bedroom. I have these couple of plants here. This one is a geranium I got from my sister a while back, and I think it's a really pretty plant whenever it's flowering. It's a little off right now, okay? He's not on his game, and well, actually not him, me. I'm not on my game. It gets pretty good light right here, just because it is in a, I think this is south-facing window, and sometimes the sun will come over here, moon comes over here, but usually the house, like the sun rises from this way, which is the east. My geranium's name is Jose. So yeah, I don't know why I named him that, but that's what I felt. This is my next plant, which is a disco cactus angular. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I have named this one Nemo because its common name is fishbone cactus, and I felt like Nemo was a pretty cool name. I actually got this one from that plant swap as well, and it's become this, a pretty good, decent sized plant. I actually kind of want to cut it up some more and let them callus and then stick them in the dirt and see how full I could get this. My next plants are going to be the snake plants, also known as the Dracana trifasciata. I love these ones. These are also the bird's nest snake plants called honey. Honii maybe. It's a Hawaiian name, I feel like. And yeah, I have 3 of them in here. They're also doing really good in this window area. And if you look down here, it's got a little baby snake plant. It's super cute. And yeah, I don't know. I love this plant. I feel like they are very protective, very abundant, and they just give a lot. I don't know why my camera keeps on unfocusing. Sorry, y'all. We are in my sunroom. I have quite a bit of plants in here, so let's get started with this one, okay? This one is the Ficus elastica variegata. Her name is Luna. I got this one from Walmart. It was a tiny little plant, and I don't know. I love the way it looks. Look at the pink on it, and yeah, this one's kind of a little bit orange, but the leaves are supposed to be pink like this. I think once it gets a little bit older, it'll start turning pinker, and it has a new leaf already about to come out again. I actually need to chop this one and turn it into multiple ones, but yeah, this one is the Ficus elastica, and it is one of my favorite plants. It is so pretty to me, and that's why I have named her Luna, because she's pretty like the moon. Next one we're gonna get into is, this is the airplane plant that I was talking about. This is a big one. It is hanging here in my roof by this cool little mosaic painting thing that I got, and it actually has a flower on it. I don't know if I'm sure if you're a plant person, there's my other dog Charlie, you would know that they flower these little white flowers. Super cute. Yeah, I love this giant beast right here. It actually has a new little stem coming out too, and then these are all of its babies right there. Yeah, there's a lot of babies, and then this is from another snake or spider plant, I mean, and it's got a couple babies coming out, but this one I just repotted not too long ago because it actually got so root bound it broke the little plastic pot that it was in. So yeah, these are my 2 spider plants. I don't know why I keep on wanting to call them snake plants. Spider plants. Then we move on to my little jade plants. This one is some just propagations that I have. Don't know if they're doing really good. They're in a huge ass pot, so I might have to take them out and put them in a smaller one. And then I have the one that comes from, the mother one basically, this jade plant. I've had it for a while. My boyfriend's mom gave it to me as well. These ones are also called Crassula ovata is its scientific name. That's me and Moo in there. Also, I don't know if I can show that. That is me and Moo. Here is another spider plant that I have in a pot. This is one that I'm trying to sell, so hopefully I can get it sold pretty quick. Going on down, we have more Epipremnum aureum. I called this one Goldilocks. There's actually 5 different ones in here. I got these ones from my boyfriend, or from my stepmom, and she gave me a bunch of cuttings, and it has grown a lot. This one is very far down, and I don't know, I like these plants. There's also a marble queen, which I got from the plant swap a while ago. I thought this one was really pretty, and I like the way that it has like the white leaves coming out. Pretty cool. I don't know, I like this one. I'm about to probably repot it in this pot. If you can see, it's in a pot. I just need to repot it, and then this one's gonna probably go in its own pot because I want to have like a big thing for that. Moving on down again, we've got my ZZ plant, also known as the Zamioculcas zamiifolia. This is Betsy. I got this one from a coworker. She gave me some cuttings of her ZZ plant, and they honestly have not grown at all. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. I'm hoping they're doing good. Sorry it's so dusty in my house. Jesus. And, yeah, I don't know. I like this one. They're supposed to get pretty big and supposed to be pretty light, low light. I have this one right by my sunroom window though, so I'm just hoping that it'll start growing. I don't know when that'll happen. Hopefully soon. Next plant I have is the Ficus benjamina, also known as the Nicole Weeping Fig or something like that. I've named this one Allison. I also got this one from Walmart whenever I got the Elastica. I have trimmed this one back a little bit more because I'm trying to make it more tree. And you know, this one does really, really good. I don't know what it is about my sunroom, but the plants love it in here. And yeah, I like the way these leaves look because they're super pretty, super cute. I actually need to take it outside and give it a good watering and like spray it down. Have it be all clean and shiny again. But yeah, that is my Ficus benjamina Nicole, also known as Allison in my house. Next plant I have, I just got this one from a plant shop that was in a city close to mine. It is the Burrow's Tail, also known as the Sedum morganium. It is supposed to be a really easy plant, I think. It's a succulent, so you just don't water it basically for most of its life. Just let it sit there and get used to wherever it is. I need to repot this one, but I'm honestly scared to. I have named this one. It's a character from Shrek. It's Donkey. That's its name, is Donkey. I know it's not very complicated of a name, but I like the name Donkey for my Burrow's Tail. Is another one from my boyfriend's mom. He gave it, or she gave it to him for his birthday. I've been the one basically taking care of it. And this one is a prayer plant, a rattlesnake prayer plant. Let me get on this side so that y'all can actually see what it looks like and not see like the dark side of it. Yeah, I think this one's cool. It goes up whenever it's nighttime and unfolds, or comes down whenever it's daytime. The scientific name for this one is Gopertia insigniae. I don't know how to say it honestly, and I'm not even gonna try and make it all complicated for myself. I've called this one Miss Cunty because she is pretty cool. Next one we have is my Epipremnum pinnatum. I don't know if I said that right. It is a Cebu blue, and I like this one a lot. Its name is Leslie. I got this one from a coworker at work, or not a coworker, but she works in the same place as I do, and she always has cool plants in her little office, and she gave me a cutting from her Cebu blue. So yeah, I love it so much, and I think it's so cool. It's supposed to get really big and viney. I also have this neon pothos cutting next to it, sitting in water. I honestly don't know if this thing is doing good. It has a good amount of roots, but I need to go ahead and plant it in some soil. I think so. Also have these cuttings of the Ficus benjamina, rooting in this little bottle that I have here. I have a little plant potter thing, and then I have a resurrection plant, which is called the Selaginella lepidophylla. That is my resurrection plant. And I like these ones because they just dry out and then they turn into this, and then you just pour some water in it and then it opens up, and it's really cool. Next plant I have in my sunroom is going to be this one right here. It is my roadkill cactus, also known as Consolia rubescens. Its name is Ringo. I like this one a lot. I got this one for $6 from that Winthrop Prairie Plants again. And yeah, she has so many cool plants there that I love. So This next one is also from there. It is the Daisy Echinopsis oxygona. I have named this one Daisy. It's supposed to produce a really pretty flower. I don't know why my phone just keeps on not focusing. Give me 1 second. Next plant I have on my list is this Sedum Adolphi, the golden sedum. And this one is pretty cool looking. It has a lot of growth on it. It has roots even grown from some of the leaves, but I have some babies growing from it too. This one I got from my boyfriend's mom. It just got too big for the little space it was in at her house, so she gave it to me to take care of it. Next one I have is my Strelitzia Nicolai, also known as the bird of paradise. It is the white bird of paradise. I have named this one Rio from the movie Rio. And yeah, I don't know, I love this one a lot. I'm ready for it to get big and start producing more leaves. Hopefully soon. I just repotted this one and I hope the soil is good enough for it. I'm just gonna kind of let it dry out for a while and see how it does. My next one that I have is my Ravenia rivularis. It is a palm, a majesty palm. My boyfriend actually named this one Palmela because she is a palm. And I don't know, it's got a cool leaf coming out right here. And then it's got another one growing right here. I am ready to see how good this one does in the future. I am super excited for it. It's such a big plant. We were thinking about it in the future, whenever it's too big to be in this spot, we want to move it into the living room and make it our Christmas tree in the Christmas time. Here's all those spider plants that I was talking about that I have extras of. I even have some in there, but yeah, that's just a lot of extra spider plants. And also I was using Miracle Grow, so I have an issue with these drain flies, and I've got these stickers, and honestly, I haven't seen a lot of those drain flies anymore, so I'm super thankful for that. The next plant I'm going to be showing y'all is this one right here. It is my mini monstera. It has honestly grown so much. I got this one from Marketplace, and it was $40, but it's a really fucking cool plant, to be honest. It is a Rapidiphora tetrasperma. I've named it Mini because it's a mini monstera, and look at this, guys, it's growing a new leaf down here. I think that's kind of freaking cool. I don't know how it's even doing that. It just is. So yeah, that is my mini monstera. Next we've got this Dracana trifasciata. I've named it Susie. If you can tell, it is a very, very tall plant. It goes above this planter up here, and yeah, it is a very, very tall plant. Next one I have is my Monstera deliciosa. I have named it Opaline. I had a cuttings of it from that same windswept prairie plant. It had 2 leaves, but then I think I had it in the water too long, so now I moved it into here, and it's doing pretty good. I have its roots in a jar that needs some water. So, yeah, I'll be giving this thing some water right now, actually. I also have another little monstera back here. And this is what it looks like as a baby, a little pup. And my boyfriend's mom had that one from the plant swap that I got it from, and it was kind of dying over there. So she gave it to me, and now I just have it sitting there under the light. Next plant I have is the Kalanchoe Diriciflora, which is this guy right here, this paddle plant. If you look down, it is very tall. It is a very big plant. It is very firm. I think I need to start chopping it up though and planting it in some soil and letting it get rooted and become a new paddle plant, because honestly, I don't know if that thing is healthy or not. I really couldn't tell you. Over here, I have my Christmas cactus, a false Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, whatever you want to call it. It flowered a little bit ago. I think I was giving it some sun stress, so I moved it out from the sun. And I have named this one Saint Nick. And I have some propagations, and I named that one Krampus. This is another Dracana trifasciata. This one is a smaller one. I actually need to repot this one too. And yeah, I just love having snake plants, like I was saying. Here's another snake plant, Dracana trifasciata. This one I just call Mama, because most of these babies come from her, to be honest. So it's even got a baby growing up in there. Honestly, guys, I don't know what I'm doing right with these plants. Most of the times I just don't water that one. But if you look over here, I also have like, these are all leaves from that mama snake plant. And each one has like snake plant babies in it. So each leaf is growing them. I need to start taking them apart and giving them to some people. This is my aloe vera. Really cool little plant that I have here. I love this guy. It is actually was a way bigger plant, but then I gave it root rot because I didn't know how to take care of it. So it died, and then finally I got this other one, and then I think I was watering that one too much and it almost died again. So then I just didn't water it for like 3 months, and then it came back, and now it's doing really good again and it's getting bigger. Forgot to show you guys a couple of plants. So this is my little cluster. I like it because it looks like it's going as above, so below. This is another one of those serious Rapandus from that one cactus, Willie. I call this one Willie Jr. And yeah, this one is actually doing like really, really good. Y'all can't see the color all that great, so let me try and get like a different view. But yeah, this one's got some pretty good spikes to it. It's grown really big right here, actually. Kind of living. So yeah, that is my serious Rapandus. I also have a Christmas Carol aloe. This one looks really pretty. It's got this red like coloration to it. It's got a couple of babies underneath as well, growing. And so I need to get those out and repot them. And then I have my grafted moon cactus. I took this to the plant lady one time and she was like, wow, I've never seen one grow an arm like that, and ours has. It's a dragon fruit, so hasn't flowered and made any fruit yet, but it is pretty cool that it even grew this like this. I do kind of wish that it would produce fruit because I would love to eat some dragon fruit. But yeah, it has the grafted up here, and it's a really pretty red right now since I watered it last. Yeah, I don't know. I like this guy too. I try not to like touch it too much because I don't want to get poked. I also have this wandering Jew plant. I don't know any other names for it, so I just call it what the people who gave it to me called it, and all I know of it is wandering Jew, so if it's a little bit offensive, sorry about that. I just don't know the other name for it, and I forgot to look it up before making this video, but I'll list the actual name here in a minute. So I have this Venus flytrap. I actually just fed this one recently. Let me see if I can find the leaf that I fed it in and show you. Yeah, you'll see that in there. Fed it and it's doing pretty good now. It is a plant that I keep in water usually, so I need to pour some water in there. But yeah, I love this plant. It also helps with the little bugs that come crawling around in my areas that I don't like. I have Philodendron nideraceum. It is a heartleaf philodendron. If you can tell right there, this one's doing pretty good. This one's doing not so great, but you know, I'm happy that at least one of them is doing good. So that's pretty good for me. I named these ones after my aunts because that's where I got them from, Casey and C. May. Here is another snake plant. Here are those cuttings that I was talking about that I got from the one in the dining room. 3 more snake plants. I love all the snake plants. What I got is this dolphin, string of dolphins. Yeah, I've always wanted one of these, and like, look at that. That's pretty freaking cool. They're cute. I put it by my surfboard that I got from whenever I was living in Hawaii. Thought this was a cool little corner. And yeah, I just actually got that one yesterday. Its scientific name is Senecio peregrinus. I don't know if I said that right. But yeah, this one is a really cool one, and I love it. Hopefully y'all did like that plant video. It was just a tour of all my plants. I hope I wasn't too boring for y'all. Hopefully not. And I hope y'all do subscribe, like the video, and comment on this video to help me get more views. And I'll see y'all in my next little video.